It's Saturday, the weekend is here, and of course, rest is on the minds of a lot of us. But sports is the way we step down from a hard week of work. Today, we have Plus Sports Special to help you with that. And we begin with the AFCON, as usual. Until this month of AFCON games are done, you will always have AFCON stories to look forward to. And the Gambia will be hoping to cause the biggest upset of the Africa Cup of Nations thus far when they take on host nation Cameroon in the quarterfinals, as they seek to continue moving on in their debut at the tournament. Cameroon, ranked 50th in the FIFA World Rankings, play in front of home support against the 150th ranked side in Gambia. The small nation of 2.4 million, geographically surrounded by their bigger neighbors, Senegal, went undefeated in their group, winning and upset over Tunisia and drawing with eventual group winners Mali and beating Guinea in the second round. Now, Gambia coach Tom Saintfiet said he didn't care how Gambia would perform so long as they managed to beat Cameroon and move into the Final Four. Cameroon come into the game as the tournament's highest scoring side and will look to push higher and create plenty of chances. But defender John Charles Castelletto warned they need to be ready for Gambia's counterattacks. The indomitable Lions have 5 Africa Cup of Nations titles to their name, 2 behind the tournament's most successful side, Egypt. The winner of the game plays the winner of Egypt and Morocco, 2 sides ranked higher than Cameroon in the FIFA rankings in the semi-final. Now, the Cameroonians, of course, want to win this game specifically for their fans because playing at home puts a lot of pressure and responsibility on you to do very, very well. And this might be their tournament. They win this and they head straight to the semi-finals to play either Egypt or Morocco. And both teams will not be easy to defeat. But first they have to get past Gambia. Gambia, on the other hand, have done about as well as they could do. This is in itself a triumph, how far they've gotten. But if they manage to beat Cameroon, it will likely go down as the most historic thing the nation has ever done at the Africa Cup of Nations. Now, a Salomon Rondon hat-trick fired Venezuela to a 4-1 win over Bolivia in World Cup qualifying on Friday. The victory gave Jose Pekerman a winning start to his tenure as Venezuela boss. La Vinotinto remain out of the contention to reach Qatar 2022, though they dented Bolivia's hopes, who are 4 points of the top 5 with 3 games to play. A hat-trick for Salomon Rondon. Everton will be wondering where this player has been throughout the season, given the state of affairs at the club. They're steadily falling down the league table. But in Africa, we might be forgiven for forgetting that World Cup qualifiers are still going on. AFCON has certainly taken up most of our focus. But in March, the playoffs will start, and big teams like Italy and Portugal will have to get through the stage in order to have any hope of playing in Qatar. Peru took a big step towards qualifying for the World Cup after a 1-0 win over Colombia on Friday. The home side had more of the chances but failed to find the net for a 6th successive match. Peru took advantage of Colombia's missed opportunities with Edison Flores beating David Ospina at his near post to finish off a swift counterattack. The crucial 3 points moves Peru into the 4th automatic position for Qatar 2022 with 3 games to play. Colombia are now 2 points behind Uruguay, who occupy 5th, which would result in a playoff against a side from the Asian Confederation in June. That's football for you. It only ever takes one chance. Obviously, Colombia had more opportunities, but they were wasteful with those opportunities and couldn't seem to find a clear-cut opportunity. The Peruvians only had one opportunity, and it was from a tight angle, and they managed to score. You know, we talk a lot on this show about styles of football. Obviously, possession football has taken the wave all over the world. Every club, every league wants to establish a possession style of football. Control the ball, you control most chances of winning. But sometimes a clear, incisive counterattack can be the difference between winning and losing. Now, Juventus have signed Fiorentina striker and joint top scorer in Serie A this season with 17 goals, Dusan Vlahovic. The Italian club announced the purchase on Friday, January 28th, with the deal worth up to a maximum of 80 million euros, plus other charges. He becomes the most expensive transfer of the January window so far, ahead of Spaniard Ferran Torres, who joined Barcelona from Manchester City for around 55 million euros. The Serbian also becomes the most expensive January signing ever in Serie A, ahead of AC Milan's purchase of Lucas Paqueta from Flamengo in 2019 for a reported 35 million euros. Only 3 players in Europe's top 5 leagues have a better record than the Serbians' tally of 38 league goals over the last 2 seasons. Bayern Munich's Robert Lewandowski with 64, Borussia Dortmund's Erling Haaland with 43, and Real Madrid's Karim Benzema with 40. Vlahovic could make his Juve debut when they host mid-table Hellas Verona on February 6th in Serie A. The news of the sale did not go down well with the Fiorentina fans, as another of their star players left for rivals Juventus, following in the footsteps of the likes of Federico Chiesa and Federico Bernardeschi. Insulting and threatening banners were left outside of the club's Artemio Franchi Stadium on Monday, as reports of Vlahovic's impending move to Turin circulated. Now, this player, obviously, his goal tally has been significant, and it's been reported that Juventus were probably fearful of the possibility that Manchester City, who are maybe to a lesser degree in need of a striker, because we've all seen how well they've done this season, they may even go into next season without a striker, but Juventus were scared that Manchester City, such an attractive destination, would offer the player the chance of a lifetime, which is why they offered 75 million euros up front, even though Fiorentina were ready to sell him for 70 mil. Juventus, knowing that they were a big rival for Fiorentina, knew they had to seal this deal, with the likes of Morata being linked with Barcelona as well as Atletico Madrid. Now, the rumors on Barcelona picking up Morata have cooled in recent weeks, but Atletico Madrid are still within fighting distance, close enough to pick up Morata this January. And Juventus, maybe perhaps not with any real intention of fighting for the league title this season, certainly will want to finish in a Champions League position, and Allegri will be planning for next season to rebuild the team in a positive direction, with the likes of Chiellini being as old as they are. Bernardeschi has been at the club for a while now, and sometimes, even a young player who's still in the prime of his game, his form tapers off because, familiar surroundings breeds lethargy. Now, Portugal striker Cristiano Ronaldo encouraged Friday the young people to take care of their mind and fitness during his participation in a health-focused event at the Dubai Expo in the United Arab Emirates. An enthusiastic crowd cheered the Manchester United player as he made his appearance on a platform in the middle of El Wazl Square. Now, obviously, Ronaldo recently just won the most goal scorer of all time accolade at the FIFA Football Awards. His season hasn't gone as well as he would hope, but he still has 19 goals in 28 games for club and country. And he's a terrific role model, given his level of fitness, given the level of his mental acuity and focus, to be telling young players, telling youngsters from all walks of life that keeping fit, avoiding the kinds of damaging social behaviors that can limit your potential is the only way to truly achieve greatness. And Ronaldo certainly has achieved plenty of greatness. No matter where you stand on the divide of whether he's a better player than Messi or vice versa, both players, Ronaldo through hard work, have set a standard of behavior, of participation in sports, high sportsmanship, as well as high degree of efficiency at winning title after title. The World Cup in Qatar is within distance, within reach, and Ronaldo will hope that he can crown the rest of his career with the World Cup title. Now, if that is even possible for a team like Portugal, whether they have the star power, the team chemistry, and the desire to truly follow through on that is left to be seen. But Ronaldo is a serial winner. And as the team captain, he will be pushing everyone, given it will be his last opportunity to win that coveted trophy. He will, hopefully, be in a position to win it during the competition. But first, he has to get his team, his national side, through the qualifiers, the playoffs. We'll see. Now, on to the NBA. The Charlotte Hornets almost blew a 20-point lead, but just held on to beat the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA on Friday. Without injured stars, LeBron and Anthony Davis, it was Russell Westbrook who led a second-half charge for LA, scoring 30 points after the turn. But his game-winning three-point effort at the buzzer bounced off the rim. Miles Bridges was the main man for the Hornets at the Spectrum Center, scoring 26 points and adding 8 rebounds and 6 assists. LaMelo Ball and Terry Rozier also chipped in with 20 points apiece as Charlotte just held on to win their second straight game. They remain in 7th place in the Eastern Conference, but the Lakers now slip to 24 in 26 and stay in 9th in the West. 117 to 114. Fine margins, if you ask me. And of course, NBA great and legend Michael Jordan, owner of the Charlottes, would have been very proud that they managed to win that game. But Lakers have been struggling a great deal this season. Injuries have occasionally kept their star man LeBron James out, and even Anthony Davis has not been reliably available for every single game. The trade of Westbrook was supposed to bring the team closer to winning the finals, NBA finals this year. But it doesn't look like they're capable of that. We saw what Westbrook is capable of doing. It's what he has always been capable of doing. But in the last minute, the shot that would have gone to LeBron James went to Westbrook. And we saw how that ended. 30 points for him, missing just the 3 that would have sealed the win, or at least brought the Lakers to an overtime with the Charlotte Hornets. And that's it for Plus Sports Special. I am Mikhail Tinubu. Join us next time. Remember, life is never boring with some sports. Have a wonderful day.